on defense. Unfortunately, the defense hasn't turned out. They were 30th in the league in defense last year. They finished 29th in the league, and only 29 times did the offensive team come on the field and go 3 and out, which meant the opponent's offensive team controlled the football. They also gave up they also finished 28th in the league in big plays allowed. So they've given up big plays. Teams control the ball, and they're going to have to stop somebody in order to win. And Pittsburgh, being very good on offense and defense, is their #1 opponent to try to get off the field. And defensively is where this team needs the most help.
Needed a ton of help. Did you think they addressed that in this draft, though, with the guys they've been able to get? I mean, a 5th-round safety in Greg Myers, a guy, yeah, is an intelligent football player, but is he a difference maker in a defense that was that bad?
Well, I think they hope Langford's going to come in and give them some penetration, be kind of their Hugh Douglas this year, try to get them 11 or 12 sacks, which will certainly help them. They need that. John Copeland led the team with 10.5 sacks last year. They need some third-down pressure. Ashley Ambrose, obviously, who they signed in free agency, is going to have to come in and play big like he did the last 4 games down the stretch for Indianapolis. They're going to have to put some things together defensively to try to get off the field. When you finish 30th in the league and give up as many points as they did last year, it becomes very difficult. And I know Bruce Coslett's got his work cut out because he's going to have to try to score. They've got a high-powered offense. Get Kajana Carter back. Obviously, getting Willie Anderson, Ken Blackman in this draft strengthens their offensive line. Adding Marco Battaglio really gives them a lot of weapons on offense. So they're going to score some points. They just don't want to end up like the Doug Moe of the NFL.
Well, we'll see if the Bengals continue to think defense as the draft winds down. Back to New York.
Okay, Chris, and this is a team that went 2-16 in the first 4 years for David Shula within their division, but last year went 4-4 within the division. And as you mentioned, it's a division where you have some winnable games, and Pittsburgh's your toughest opponent. And if you remember back to a Thursday night last year, Cincinnati really set Pittsburgh's defining moment for their season after a loss at Three Rivers. That was the impetus for Pittsburgh to turn around their season with a healthy Neil O'Donnell and have success. In that division, you also have the Jacksonville Jaguars. They've just made their most recent selection in the draft. You'll see that on the bottom of the screen. And in a moment, we will look at their new and hopefully great linebacker for them, Kevin Hardy.
Action. Lock the arm and push myself through. Accelerate to the quarterback to make the play. I'll turn back this way to the quarterback and look. Cha-ching.
Great sports sites. The #1 sports site on the net. ESPN Net Sports Zone. Your gateway to the game. Intelligent. Interactive. Instantaneous. The #1 sports site on the net. Plug your brain into the zone.
Now, Body Shaping, America's favorite TV fitness show, introduces a fabulous foursome of home video workouts. Body Shaping Step Aerobics to burn fat and lose weight at home. Body Shaping Abs to get rock-hard abdominals. Body Shaping Arms, Chest, and Shoulders to tone and shape your entire upper body. Body Shaping Hips, Thighs, and Buns to get shapely hips, slender thighs, and firm buns.
Come on, you can do this. I know you can.
Body Shaping from ESPN Home Video, only $12.95 each. Buy them today.
Available at Best Buy.
So what's the big surprise?
Knicks tickets. American Express.
I got a little proposition.
Whoa! Hey, you got my ticket. Think again, my friend. Hold it! The American Express card. It's just the ticket. I'd have gone to the moon for these.
Tell me about it.
My parents never win anything, so I decided to take matters into my own hands and play the Disney Video Masterpiece Collection Trivia Challenge at McDonald's. I can get the job done. I'm a Disney Video expert. With any of these food favorites, you get a Disney Trivia game card. Answer the question correctly, and you win instantly every time. There's over 300 million prizes, like cash, Disney videos, or McDonald's food. All you got is a Dodge Viper.
How much NBA action can you pack into 1/2 hour? How much can you handle? NBA Tonight, the ultimate half-hour wrap-up of the day that was in the NBA. Tuesday through Saturday at midnight, only on ESPN2.
As we move through round 5 of the National Football League draft, almost halfway through, here are the selections of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Their most recent selection there at the bottom, Jimmy Herndon, the offensive tackle from Houston. And when you have a Houston player coming out in this draft, you know he's had some good coaching in his background the last couple of years. We'll move to the top of the draft, though, and Kevin Hardy, the linebacker selected out of Illinois. The Kevin Hardy story is one of that's intertwined really with Simeon Rice in their back-to-back selections, but now they go their separate ways. Hardy to Jacksonville. Tom Jackson checked in on this specimen.
At 6'4", 245 pounds, Illinois linebacker Kevin Hardy is the prototype in this year's NFL draft. Word around the league is unanimous. A can't-miss player who can do it all. He can cover the pass, rush the passer, and play the run. He is the most technically advanced player to come out at his position that I've seen in quite a while. I believe the hardest job for linebackers in the NFL is coverage on running backs and/or wide receivers. Now, Kevin, I'm the running back, and I'm running down the field. You're in coverage. What's your technique?
First thing I do is I mirror you. I look at your eyes. Once I see your eyes look for the ball, I turn and look, keeping my right hand on your inside leg. Once I see the ball in the air, I'm reaching to make the play.
Now, if you're in that same position and you're covering, we're coming down the field, and I look back, turn this way. This is another technique. You turn this way toward the receiver, arm up, head back, still looking for the ball, but it gives you a feel for the guy. Peripherally, you see the ball, you see the receiver, and you get the chop through the arm. And what it prevents is that most guys, and we see this all too often, where the receiver creates a little bit of separation, fades that 1 foot to the sideline, and creates enough space to make that catch. Kevin, we see you lined up here on the far right of the screen. Talk to me about how you position yourself in order to make this move before the ball is even snapped.
Well, for me, the spin move is predetermined. When I come to line of scrimmage, I know what I'm going to do. The main thing is to come upfield, sell the offensive man like I'm going underneath. As soon as I got him going, I spin out, pin him with that right arm, accelerate to the quarterback to make the play.
Now, you have an uncanny knack of forcing a turnover. Are you thinking turnover when you make a hit?
Definitely. As soon as I make a hit on the quarterback, I'm trying to get that ball out, trying to get the ball back to our offense.
Now, Kevin, as running backs realize the quickness and athleticism that you have, they're going to start trying to take the easy way out, which is the chop block. What do you do when a guy tries to chop block you?
Well, first of all, the chop block is a very dirty block, something I'm not looking forward to when I get in the league. But the first thing I'm going to do when I come forward is get my hands on the guy and press him down. Then I'm going to shoot my legs back, because I got to protect my legs, because we all know a linebacker cannot play when he's on the ground. Once that's accomplished, I'm going to try to shoot by him and accelerate onto the quarterback.
It won't take running backs long to realize that they can't block Kevin Hardy, and that will become the job of guards and tackles.
Someone who the Jaguars hope they will be able to formulate a defense around, and then they went defensive end later in that first round as well. Now, you were there when you and Tom Jackson got together with these guys in Canton. We're able to see what kind of a physical presence he is. What kind of an impact can he have on a defense that struggled last year?
He'll have a great defense because now he knows that the head coach has confidence that the older guys, the Jeff Lagermans, didn't get it done, so they're bringing him in to do a job. And the one thing and sitting with Kevin Hardy, he's a very likable young man, a lot of enthusiasm, but he knows that he has one great move he can go to. And now what he's doing is, so he can get into camp, he said he's developing the rest of his repertoire.
Part of a strong draft, you had Aaron Beasley, the defensive back out of West Virginia, and Jacksonville tried to address that need as one of the poorer defensive teams in the National Football League. We will continue with more of the NFL draft as we are at pick 150 of the 250-plus selections. Jacksonville, part of building a franchise, their second NFL draft.
Things are changing, like the way we call collect. Now, instead of 0, millions of people are dialing 1-800-COLLECT to save on collect calls. Millions of people saving millions of dollars. Hey, change is a good thing. Anytime, any phone, anywhere. 1-800-COLLECT. It's the way we call collect today.
Need a few parts? Pep Boys has everything you need.
Have a nice weekend.
26,000 items at the guaranteed low price tires and service.